welcome to another Thursday Things. Sorry I'm a little bit late, had a few technical issues there. So it looks like I'm all up and running. Thursday Things number 4, here we go. So today, all about horse personalities. Now I found when I first started having horses and being around them that initially the thought was that either your horse is good and it does everything it tells you to, or it's a little bit naughty. Now through my journey I've found that that's not right. Every horse has a personality that's different, just like every person does, and sometimes that's not taken into account, and it can really affect how they are around you. Like if you spoke to another person in the street, you assumed that they were either going to be really, really nice or really, really evil. You'd treat them a certain way and it would really upset them if you got it wrong and things like that. No two people are the same, no two horses are the same. Now, depending on which philosophy you go by, which teachings you go by, there are various different definitions of the personalities, but through the work that I've done with my natural horsemanship trainer Susie School's horsemanship, it's come to like there's about 4 general ones that you can go by, and actually they're ones that you could also attach to people. So you've got your introverts and extroverts, just like you do with people, and just like people, horses that are introverted usually do things internally. You don't really see much of what's going on in their brains, in their hearts, on their faces, or in their actions. When something's really, really big, it's really, really self-contained, and they prefer to just be quiet and not much energy. You know, that sort of, I'd rather sit and read the book rather than go charging around a field sort of personality. And then obviously you got your extroverts, which are the ones that prancy, you go, whee! And they're the ones that are most likely to come charging up to you and all that malarkey. You know, real extroverts, life and soul of the party, knows in everything, and just, yeah, happy to do whatever. Now, within those 2 categories, you've generally got 2 subcategories, which is your confident and unconfident. Now, I am by no means an expert about this, but I find it so interesting that I wanted to share a little bit and sort of inspire myself to do a little bit more of learning around the subject, so that my knowledge and my understanding of my own horses increases, because I have 3 of the 4 personality types within my herd, so it makes it really, really interesting interacting with them, spending time with them. When I want them to do stuff, it all impacts by knowing what their personality type is, how they're going to react to things, that sort of thing. So you've got your introvert, extrovert, as I've mentioned, and you've also got unconfident and confident. So your confident introvert, let's just go introvert first. Your confident introvert is bit of a dope on a rope, if you know what I mean. That horse that nothing phases it, nothing matters, more likely to plod along. That's in a bubble, very generalised, that's going to be your confident introvert. So that's like the majors of the world, the first pony that every mother wants their daughters, sons, whatever to be on, is your confident introvert, because if anything phases them, then they're going to internalise it, so they're not going to do a big explosion of, oh my god, I'm going to die! But they're also confident, so nothing really does faze them in the first place. So really safe, really not really very flashy, but once you get their trust and their understanding and your confidence grows with them, it's just a really lovely personality type to bond with, especially when you're younger, getting that confidence. So your introverts can also be unconfident, and those are the ones that are the hardest to read sometimes. So your unconfidents are the ones that in a situation where they don't know, something big has happened, or they don't know what's going on, or something's happened, their default position is to go into, oh no, what do I do? I don't know what do I do. Because they're introverts, they don't explode about it. They're very closed off, and if you watch the eyes of an unconfident introvert in a situation that has upset them or concerned them or spooked them or something, their eyes shut down and they just seem to go inside themselves and they just seem to disappear, and that's where they just appear to plant their feet. And it's the personality type that people say are unpredictable sometimes, because they can seem like they're okay and you can push them through things, but you don't realise that entire time that they're walking down the road and that bike back there that really freaked them out and you push them past it, they're still thinking about it, and you'll be thinking they're okay if you don't know any better, and suddenly boom, explosion of, I can't do this anymore, I need to run away, and they're gone. They're absolutely gone, because you didn't listen to them when they said, I'm not happy. You forced them through a situation that they're not happy with, and you didn't listen to me when I said I wasn't okay, but you just forced me through it anyway. So they just explode. And they're the ones that get labelled unpredictable, and are ones that can knock people's confidence, because anybody who doesn't know the personalities, doesn't get to know their horse and how they deal with certain situations, would say that they're a plod along, a click along, and can be sold as child's first ponies, those sort of personalities, because they don't make anything big out of anything until something goes drastically wrong. So that's your introvert category. Your extrovert category is a lot more extravagant, a lot more expressive, and you can tell when something's not right, and you can tell when something's really right. They literally wear their hearts on their sleeves. So they're the ones who are down the pub every night going, yeah, let's drink, and everybody likes them and everybody's there, and life and soul. So again, you've got your confident, unconfident. So your confident extrovert is the one that's going to be at the front of the herd, at the front of any hack, going, yeah, let's go, mate, let's go. Full of energy, off they go, nothing really phases them. Even if they do, it's like, oh well, carry on, everything's fine. You know, that one at the front that's really loud-mouthed and, come on everyone, go! That's your confident extrovert. Now, they're interesting to play with, should I say. I really have issues myself playing with them. I'll get to my dealings with the personalities in a minute. But yeah, so that's your confident extrovert. And your unconfident extrovert is the ones that are generally classed as dangerous horses by people who don't know better, and by some that do. So they're the ones that are loud and extravagant, but when things go wrong and they don't understand, and whereas your unconfident introvert would internalise and switch off and not get engaged with the world, they're the ones that are dancing about in the middle of the road going, oh my god, I'm going to die, everyone, we're going to die, oh my god, crash, crocodile, I'm going to die. They're the ones prancing, yancing about, your rider's having a real issue, getting them to focus, getting them to do anything. And those are the situations where if you get an idiot driver who tries to go past anyway, their car gets hit, the horse has a big accident because they're just in a big flight mode, people get hurt. All because you've got people that don't understand. So, as I say, unfortunately, that personality, your unconfident extrovert, is the one that people find are the most difficult, and, as I say, labelled as dangerous if they're not really in the right headspace about it. Now, as I say, I'm no real expert about it, but I just find the area so interesting and I really want to look into it a lot more. So I might talk about it a lot more and some more Thursday Thinks, or do a video about it or something, because I find it so interesting. So as I say, I've got 3 of the 4 personality types in my herd of 5. I generally get on with introverts better because I'm an introverted person myself, so I understand that you'd rather read a book, or you'd rather just be calm. There's no point in too much energy. What's the point about it? And yeah, I'll think about it. Oh, I'm not so certain. Give me a minute. I'll figure it out. It's me, so I can understand it, so I can deal with it a lot better, and it's a lot easier for me. Whereas extroverts, I find, are so difficult for me to deal with, just because they're energetic, they're live, they're loud, the heart is on the sleeve, you don't have to work for anything because it's all there, and it's hard. It's hard for me. It is hard for me. But I work through it. I'm really working with my extroverted horse because she's amazing. And I don't see why my girl should be set back in anything just because I'm having trouble figuring her out. I will figure her out. We've got years ahead of us. I will figure her out. I will, with the help of Susie, I will work with her and develop with her, and it's going to be such an amazing journey because of that. But at the same time, I've got 5 babies, and 3 of them are introverted, and working with 3 introverts and then trying to work with an extrovert, it drains me. It drains me. But at the same time, I enjoy it. I absolutely find it amazing. Let me know if you have horses, what personality type you think yours are, and what category they fall into. Are they introverted? Are they extroverted? Is their default in a difficult situation to go, oh my god, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Or is it a case of, yeah, that happened, cool, shall we go? Let me know below, because I find it really interesting to talk to people about this. I also have, I know I said I got 1 introvert and 3, one extrovert and 3 introverts, so that's 1 missing out. That's because my 5th child is on the cusp. He's on the cusp between introverted and extroverted, which means that some situations he goes really quiet about and has to think about it. Oh dear, give me a minute, just give me a minute. And other times it's, oh my god, what am I going to do? I'm going to die. Which makes him interesting to work with, interesting to play with. And I've had him for a few years now, and I'm figuring out that when he explodes and is really in his extroverted, I can't do this, it's because he's upset or because he's afraid, and he just needs his mummy to tell him it's okay. And other times where he's being a confident knob is when he's being introverted and everything's alright and I've thought it through and I'm okay, and he just fluctuates between introverted, extroverted, to the point where my mother calls him Jekyll and Hyde, because she doesn't know which personality type he's in at that particular moment. And I can tell you sometimes when he's in his extroverted, I can't deal with this. I find it intimidating. I do. I just find it intimidating because he gets so big and the energy is huge and it's uncertain, which makes my little introverted soul go, oh no, what do I do? But yeah, so it's interesting. So look at people around you, look at the people in your life, look at yourself, figure out which category you fit into, and look where you might have got that from. Do you feel as though it's come from you, or do you think some of your elements are coming from what you've been taught, the people you've had around you? I mean, if you're an introvert but you've got extroverts in your family, do you find that makes you quite an extroverted person? Or does it make you really, really introverted? And in fact, you might be borderline. it's so interesting. I love the psychology of it. I couldn't sit and study psychology at university or college or anything like that because it's not my bag. But you add the horsey into it, I'm like, oh yeah, let's look at this because this is interesting and I'm enjoying it. And yeah, it's not a coverall, just like your star sign's not a coverall, your Chinese zodiac's not a coverall, or your human design's not a coverall. It's just an extra added element to help you understand. Like, knowing that one of my girls is an unconfident introvert, I could go, right, so that means generally you'll deal with things in this situation in this sort of way. Doesn't mean she'll deal with them like that in every situation. Some days she's more unconfident than others. Other days she's so frigging confident, I don't know where my unconfident girl's gone. Or, you know, you've got my confident introvert, and she's fallen apart because a leaf has flown past her. You're just like, excuse me, I thought you were confident. No, they're not all the time. It just helps me to understand. It helps me to figure out generally how I should be responding, and then we can develop, and I can then say, okay, I know you're feeling a little bit concerned right now. You're usually quite confident. I'll give you your space. You'll find your confidence. We'll work through it. We'll get there. And we do. And we do. So that leaf that flies past next time, she just goes, no, or doesn't even pay any attention to it because we've dealt with it. Or the unconfident introvert exploded at that sound of that lorry going past. And I stand there and I work with her and go, right, you're all right. I've got you. You're okay. I'm here. And then next time something goes flying past her, she says, whatever. Or the cuspy boy between introverted and extroverted. Alright, that freaked you out. You're not comfortable with this. But we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going because I know you'll find your confidence in a minute and you'll calm down and you'll return to the introverted. And then I'll be able to calm down into the introverted as well. And it'll be all fine. So it's a whole world. You don't just have your ploddy long first pony and then your second pony horse type creature and then your big fancy dressage, or all your racers are all going to be really extroverted and all going to be high as a kite. No, it's not. It's not, and it's so interesting. So I hope you found it really interesting as well. As I say, I love it. I will look at doing a video about it if everybody else finds it interesting as well. I'll be doing my research into it anyway, so I'll probably spiel about it at some point. But so yeah, hopefully that gives you a bit of insight into me even more, insight into my herd a bit more, maybe insight into your own herd or your own family. I hope it's done a big catch-all for you. So I think that's it from me today. There'll be another Thursday Thinks next Thursday. I'm planning to talk about my why. Why I've set up this business, why I keep making videos, why I'm doing Thursday Things, why there's an Instagram, a YouTube channel, why there's a Facebook page and a Facebook group. Next week is all about my why. So I hope you join me for that, so that you can understand where I'm heading, what my mission is, and hopefully it's something that can align with you, and yeah, we can continue on this journey together. So I'll see you next Thursday. Don't forget to check out the YouTube channel, plug, Instagram, Facebook page, Facebook group. Join us all over there, and I'll see you again next Thursday. Right, thanks guys, bye.